Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? It's Tuesday, right? Right. Hopefully it's Tuesday. If it's not Tuesday, I dropped my kid off at daycare, and he's not supposed to be there. But I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday. So I think we're good. I think we're good. I think. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? We've got a little bit of a mixed bag of things today. I don't have one set project. Usually I'm alternating builds. So I've got, like, you know, the Saturday build, which is the Micron, which is down there. And then Tuesday is like another build or some other project, but I don't really have anything that I can jump into for a full stream. So we're gonna, I gotta restart the camera here. 1 second here. I don't know if it's a bad HDMI cable or what, but sometimes when I turn this camera on, it has a like a shimmering effect. Hey, see, it's gone now, so we're good. Okay, so yeah, so today we're just gonna be doing a few odd things. I gotta finally put the front door on the LDO V2. I gotta swap out the fan on the switch wire, but probably the biggest thing we're gonna do is the fancy, mythical backers. Oh! Apparently these make your printer perfect. I don't know. Some people swear by them. Some people say they're a complete waste. But we're going to give them a try. I'm going to put them in the Trident, because that is the biggest printer I have. So I figure these would see the most improvement on the biggest printer. But yeah, and these are the Whopping Orchard ones, which they sent them to me directly. So you would have to, if you want to buy one, there's a few vendors that carry them, I believe. DFH is one, but these were sent to me directly from them. So yeah, I will say very fancy packaging. So this is probably going to be our big ticket, but before we do that, we need to do science. So the whole point of these gantry backers is, for those that don't know, let me get an analog here so you have something to you know, compare to. So you've got your rail, okay? I think it's an MGM12, and you got your extrusion, and we use fasteners to make them attached, okay? But the thing is, this is aluminum. So aluminum and steel are different metals, okay? So aluminum is softer, and I'm pretty sure it actually expands more than steel. So when you put steel on aluminum, they expand at different rates. So that's why we do the heat soak. So with the heat soak, it basically allows everything to kind of stabilize, but it's still technically, because they are different materials, it can bow, essentially. There's a whole write-up about it. Let me find it here. And if you're the one who texted me, I will. Let me find the write-up here, because somebody posted it in one of my tweets. There we go. But there's a whole science about it. If you want to read about it, I'll link it here in chat. There you go. But TLDR, metals expand at different rates, and because you have dissimilar metals attached, you're going to taco your gantry. Now, here's the thing. It's very situational, apparently. I don't run backers on any of my machines, and I really don't notice any issue. Other people, apparently, like, their machines run like complete poo-poo without them. It depends how big your machine is. So putting backers on a V0, you probably don't need to. Putting backers on a 350 millimeter printer, probably more beneficial. So we're gonna do some science, okay? It's one of those things that the variance, because it's 3D printing, and 3D printing is inherently imperfect because we're just, you know, we're making things with a glorified hot glue gun that's splooges out molten plastic running on, you know, cheap NEMA motors and cheap rails and blah, 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 using belts. And it is what it is, right? There's nothing is perfect. So usually a lot of the issues that you would see if your 3D printer was a CNC are kind of masked. You don't really see them too much. Other things kind of hide them. So in this kind of thing, you know, if your first layer is 0.2 millimeters and you have like a deviance over the bed that's, you know, under that, you might not even notice. So do Kickstarter printers have backers? Oh, haha. So anyways, what we're going to do to kind of see if we can kind of fess out any sort of data is we're going to, well, first I'm going to home and do my Z tilt. I'm going to run a bed mesh. Okay. I'm going to tram my gantry out. I'm going to run a bed mesh cold. I'm going to screenshot that mesh. And then I'm going to heat the bed up to 110. The moment the bed hits 110, I'm going to run another mesh. And then in 10 minutes, I'll run another mesh. And then at 30 minutes, I'll run another mesh. So we'll have data points. And we'll save those pictures. And then what I'll do is I'll put the backers on. And then we'll do it again and see if it's more stable, essentially. How the attachment point, you can check the CAD. I'm not going to be pulling it onto the desk for a little bit. So, Z tilt. So basically, this is going to take a bit to do this test. So while we're doing that, I'll put the doors on the V2. Maybe I'll get around to putting the new fan in the switch wire, because the fan I got in there is like a chintzy, like, I think it's a GD Stein fan, which works. It's fine, but it's loud, and I have a spare Delta, so I'm going to swap a Delta in. Put the backers on cold. Yeah, we're going to have to wait for everything to cool down. That's a thing. I got to take the panels off and everything to make it easier, so it'll take time for it to cool down. I got a fan. I'll put a fan on it. So, it's doing its little homing routine there. So while it's doing that, let me get the V2 over here, because we got to put a door on it. But in the meantime, I've been printing things. E3D is doing like a little challenge. If you want to win a Revo, E3D, go to their Twitter. I think it's on Prusa Printers or Printables now. But if you could print, I know, try printing their little torture egg here. This is my stock switch wire profile with a 0.4 nozzle. It printed, like it's mechanically sound, but there's supposed to be like a stack of eggs in the middle. Here's the model. It's supposed to be like a stack of eggs in the middle there. Yeah. And I couldn't get it. So I just put in my Revo. So it's my Revo. So what I did was this one actually finished like 5 minutes before the stream began. Because it's a Revo and it takes 2 seconds, I swapped into a 0.25 millimeter nozzle. And voila. I would say that is I'm pretty satisfied with that. It's a small model. This lattice structure is very thin. So yeah, 0.1 or 0.25 nozzle. I know they're working on a 0.15 nozzle. I want that. So yeah, I just swapped the nozzles over. The Vader Bunny is a Chelsea. It's Chaos Cortex. So go to Thangs, look up Chaos Cortex. They're there. And then this one was fun too. I did because I'm playing a ton of Elden Ring. This is a Ronnie the Witch. I did that on the resin printer, and her hat comes off. So yeah, that was a fun print. Okay, so let's clear off the LDO V2. And now we can run our bed mesh. So we'll let the height map calibrate. And that's going to do its thing. Actually, here, screen, dashboard. Yeah, you can watch it do its thing. Currently printing that on my IDEX. The E3D one or the Ronnie model? Because I need to try the Ronnie model on a FDM machine still. Because apparently you can print it on an FDM. I just haven't gotten around to it. Yes. Oh, are you talking about? Oh yeah. So I did watch the LTT. Well, it's on an LTT. It's a short circuit video, but same thing. That base is totally a prototype. There is no way in hell that the what do they even call it? The anchor mate something. I can't remember what the printer's called. But there's no way in hell they're machining that for every production model. That is way too expensive. So it's going to be a cast aluminum. It's going to be an injection molded aluminum. Or plastic, really. I'm surprised they just didn't go plastic. These printers get heavy. Oh, speaking of printers, you know how I said I alternate, projects or whatever, and Tuesday, like Saturday's like the usual one, but right now we don't have anything for Tuesday. That's going to be fixed soon. The next build should maybe be here by next Tuesday, if not the Tuesday after. So the next build series is on its way. It's going to be cast aluminum, yeah. That's pricey. But the thing is, if you want to go fast on a bed flinger, you need a solid base. Am I really blown out on this camera? Oh no, I think I look okay. I don't know why I look really blown out. Oh. It's in video mode. Drop that a bit. There we go. Like I like a little bit of accent light, but I don't like, looking super pasty. There we go. There we go. Velitter. I don't have a list. Like I know what's coming. But I don't have a list posted anywhere of upcoming projects. This one I'm keeping a kind of surprise. It's not some super revolutionary thing. Actually, it actually is. You know what? I would consider it a revolutionary printer, but it's already out there, so it's not something you haven't seen before. Something new to the channel, that's for sure. Do I have plans when my room's gonna be filled with printers? I'm hoping to start work on the garage soon to try and figure out how I can make it into something viable as a workplace instead of an unheated, uninsulated box that it currently is. Can't believe I scratched it already. Great. The meme printer, not yet. Okay, so there is our height map. Okay. So it's not great. I've never actually run a mesh on here, but it is what it is. Okay. So this is the height map. Unfortunately, this doesn't show me my data. Where is... Okay, I guess it doesn't want to show me my data. Let's see. Unchecking. What is my newest printer that's online? No, because this is all... Oh, no, that's mainsail, yeah. Update mainsail. There we go. Had to update mainsail. Okay, so what I'm going to do is save this. Okay. Where'd you go? Save. Okay, it doesn't want to do that. Open paint. Okay, Apparently my other computer I can do that. Save. This is... I'm going to create a desktop. New folder. Height maps. Okay. And this is going to be called No Backers Cold. Okay. No backers cold. So now we got to heat up our printer. What? Oh, great. NTCU in option sensor type and here is depreciated. Okay, cool. I don't care. I don't care about a warning. Do I seriously need to fix that? Oh my god. Yay! Config stuff. So where is it now? Bed heater. Restart. There we go. There we go. Okay. I gotta update everything now. Great! Oh well, in the meantime, we'll get this started. So, and you can tell I'm starting to get warm. It's that time of the year. I was hoping it would stay a little chilly longer down here in the basement. Because unfortunately I don't have, because I keep everything plugged in this room, I don't have air conditioning in this room. So it gets a little warm in here. So let me get my little fan going. Yeah, that's okay. You guys got noise canceling. You shouldn't hear it. Okay, so we are going to put that on. So yeah, so I don't think it'll be next Tuesday. It'd be nice if it was next Tuesday, but it'll probably be the Tuesday after the next build series will begin. And it's one I'm actually looking forward to because I haven't built one yet. So we'll see. And it is a build series, so it's not, you know, just like a random unboxing Go printer. I've got a couple of those on the way, apparently. Although, I think everything in Shenzhen being shut down is kind of screwing up a lot of that right now. So. Man, these LDO frames really hold those. There we go. So we got some door panels, M38s. Good morning from Tasmania. Morning. Stay away from the devils. Actually, wait, shoot. I don't think I can use... Yeah, I think I gotta use hammerheads for these. Dang it. Yeah, I gotta use hammerheads for these. Shoot. I forgot. I can't use these. Shenzhen is out of... Oh, yeah, Shanghai that's in crazy lockdown. That's right. That's right. Aren't they, like, right next to each other, if I'm not mistaken? Or is that Shenzhen and Hong Kong are right next to each other? I can't remember. I can't remember. Okay, actually, that goes this way. Shenzhen and Hong Kong. Okay, yeah. I knew they were close. They're all in China. That's not that... China's not that big, right? It's like an island or something. It's not that big of a country. In case you missed that, Pro's 1 hour stream weekly on turning us all into Clipper. Here's the thing. I am not a Clipper expert. I know enough to be dangerous, but I wouldn't consider myself to be like an expert on Clipper. I just... When I'm doing like the videos and whatnot, like the standalone Clipper videos, I am double checking. Like I'm going through to like constantly, I got the reference manual open to make sure I'm telling you guys right information. So also, what the heck is this? Log path policy kit action. What the heck is all this? I haven't seen that before. Oh wait, no, I think I have seen this. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. Go to. Yeah, I gotta run something in the console. Okay, so, does that look about even, guys? The thing is, I can't do, like, hour streams daily. Like... But, I don't know. It's hard for me to justify getting everything set up for an hour stream. I don't know. Maybe in the future. If I ever get like an actual off-site location, the plan would be more streams. Like it would be like a live stream show, but there would also be like just a continuous live stream when I'm working on stuff. So. Oh, weekly. Maybe. The thing is, I think standalone videos would work better there because I know a lot of people like I like my streaming because I like streaming. But the thing is, when I do educational stuff over live streams, I get a lot of comments of people saying, "No, we just want an edited video. Do like a 10-minute edited video." So that's why I've been doing that series, you know, how to do Clipper on anything. So I've got, actually, I started recording stuff for part 4. So, yeah, okay, I'm installing that script. Try again. Okay, option config path has been moved. What is this config path stuff? Oh. I'm not looking at update manager. Top right, hitting the gears. What am I looking at? What am I... No, mainsail. Moonraker. And it was file manager, right? What am I doing here? Make a new section. Oh, just make a new section called File Manager? Restart. No. One second here. Then move config path and log there. Okay, where's config path? Where's config path? I don't see it. And log there. Where is it? Log? Oh, okay, so move these two. Cut. Paste. Save, restart. An error was detected. Following plugin has an error file. I mean file. Did I just corrupt everything? Oh, it's underscore. Did I just corrupt everything? Restart. Oopsie doodles. Let's see here. We might not be doing some science before I put that on. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I just killed it. I don't know what I did. Docs, config examples. I just lost my root. I moved the config value. Oh. Well. Restart Moonraker. Well, how about I just reboot the whole thing? There we go. Oopsie doodles. That's okay. This is why I don't software, guys. This is why I'm a hardware guy. Right? Because if I break it, I can just weld it. Make a new one. Console stuff, you screw it up, it's done. So 16 mil. So that's 16 mil. That's 16, so I gotta drop this a bit. Correct it via SSH. Sweet, how the hell do I do that? We're gonna go back to when I do software stuff. If you know how to fix it, and this is not like I'm not saying this in a bad way, but you have to say the steps involved in fixing it. Not just, oh, well, I'll just, you know, sudo into the mainframe and replace the keygen key. It's like, okay, how do I do that? Okay, machine. Yeah, doc. So let me SSH into this thing. Start session. Okay. Hi, Raspberry. Okay, I'm SSH'd in. Now what? Broken one. You can use SCP to copy. Okay. Do CD Moonraker, then do. Okay. Well. So that CD Moonraker clipper config, and then nano moonraker.conf. Okay. Okay, now what? A guy print. Yeah, it's because I'm not a software guy. I've never done like software stuff besides install games on Windows. Now go to where you put the file manager and change it to file manager. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so if I make that underscore, so, and I call it file manager, that's it. Okay, Control X, save, yes, enter. Okay, restart. Control O to save. Okay, I got file manager, okay. Control O, enter. Control X, reboot Moonraker. Now to update MCU config as then shutdown. Let me just reboot the whole save and restart. Stand by. Where's the rest of my console, guys? Where's all my buttons? Now clipper restart. Where's all my stuff? Where's all my stuff? Console's there, heat map's there, G-code viewer, machine, everything's up to date. I got the MCU set up, it's right here. Hit the gears. Gears for what? Dashboard. Oh! Why did it turn everything off? Why did it decide to, like, get rid of everything? Like, what the heck? Okay. Why would it do that? I have never played with that setting ever. Why would it do that? I have included, yeah, the printer was fully functional before. All I did was update Clipper and it decided to get all broken. Oh well. I don't know why that would do that. Mainsail bug. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, meet you. If you're in chat, I'd like to report a bug. For some reason, it just did that. Okay. I've never seen that before. Never, ever, forever, ever. What are we at? What are we at? We are at 100 likes. You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna run my stream like one of those, the Twitch streamers where everything's gamified. But if we hit 300 likes, I will let you know what the next build series is. If we hit 300 likes, I will let you know what the next build series is. Gotta have some fun every now and then. So we're at 107. Okay, we went up like 75 in like 2 seconds there. And also, while you're liking that smash button, if you're not a member of the channel, consider becoming a member of the channel. Help support the content I create, things I do. There's links in the description. Consider becoming a channel member if you really like the content. because it goes a long way towards supporting everything I do. Because this is in my jab. Yeah, that looks about centered. We can tweak that later. Okay. Get my 3M adhesive. I love when I pull the roll of 3M off and like they all stick together. There we go. Do I prefer Patreon or YouTube? Honestly, I get a little bit more from Patreon than YouTube, but YouTube makes integration easier. I have more people on YouTube, and I don't really do anything specific to Patreon. So, you know, I technically get a smaller cut. It's easier to work with YouTube because more people are in one place. I know it's kind of counterintuitive for me to say that, but like when I do my monthly live streams for members, which if you're, you know, member of the channel, the next one is next month or next week, I believe. When I do that, when I go live, I have to like create an unlisted stream along with the members only stream so that the Patreon supporters can see. It's very nice. I really dig how this color scheme turned out. Like, look, no joke, I am super happy with the colors on this machine. I did not expect it to be this good. Like, I kind of figured it would be a good color scheme, but actually seeing it now that it's built and it's done, it's like, ooh. Oh. Joel just put out a TikTok. I know there's all kinds of mods for the doors, but honestly, I just run the stock door mods. I will say though, these little, the panel clip mods are really nice. I will say the panel clip mods are really nice. Is that red? Yeah, it's cherry red Sparta 3D. They have a brighter red too, like a more vibrant one. And then I just printed something in their new red, which is, what is this? Fuchsia Rose. Which is like a, I don't know, it's that red. Fuchsia. Fuchsia? Fuchsia. Okay, so, how do these go on again? Oh, they just kind of attach. Okay, I guess. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? I think how I did it last time was I just kind of put the door in position, took all the tape off, and just closed it. So, Felix, thank you for becoming a member. Actually, oh shoot, sorry, I think somebody became a member before the stream started, and I missed it. Apologize for that. But no, in today's day and age with YouTube and the way it is for monetization, if you have a creator you like, consider becoming a member. Because a lot of YouTubers have like a low entry for membership, like a low entry tier. And that's what I do. I have like a good 20 to 30 people that I follow on, like I'm either a member or a Patreon supporter of. And I just split it up among them. So like 60, 70 bucks a month I spend, and I just split it up with a bunch of people. I'd rather give a little to a lot of people than a lot to a few people. One of the reasons I like Twitch, or I like YouTube over Twitch. On Twitch, you only have the $5 tier. And unless you're a partner, you only get half of that. So it's a lot easier. It's harder to get monetized on YouTube, but after you get monetized on YouTube, I believe it's a lot friendlier to smaller streamers and content creators than Twitch. But that's just my personal thought. I don't actually stream on Twitch. Domenico, thank you for becoming a member. And Jake England, $2. Cheers. PC is a hell of a drug. PC. What PC? PC? Polycarbonate? I'm gonna have to print some parts in polycarbonate. Are we at 300 likes yet? Nope, we're at 210. Again, if we hit 300 likes, I'll let you know what I'm building next. It's a secret to everyone. I'm trying to get Steve to get in on the YouTube game. Steve, you gotta understand, Steve is, this is all like like a fun side project for him, really. Okay, I kind of goofed. Shoot. Because I'm gonna have a gap now in the middle. Great. So, let's see here. So if I move you in ever so slightly. Tube is stupid today. Like, are you talking about like tube as in YouTube, or tube like you're British and you're the underground? Let's see if I can separate these. I know you can separate these. There's a bit of a pain. Where is my prying tool? I have a special prying tool for this sort of thing. There it is. There we go. Yep, the special prying tool of a flathead screwdriver. Because here's the trick with, there we go. The trick with VHP is VHP tape is really, really strong with shear forces. Basically, if you stick two things together like this with VHP and you try to pull it apart, good luck. But if you can like wedge it off, it's actually not too bad. Like if you stick it on something, you can peel it up. There we go. Push those together. Air gap just a hair. So I don't have. There we go. Oop. Don't push the printer. Okay. So we've got the heat map from that first one there. So let me save that. Save. Okay, so now we're going to heat it up to 110 on the bed. Go. When you heat it up, do the mesh tilt. A thermometer, hydrometer to see what the ambient temp. Like, are you talking in the chamber? I could do that. I know this one has a thermometer or a thermistor in the tool head. Clamp VHP overnight and bond is nearly permanent in both shear and normal force. Yeah, if you actually like full on clamp VHP together, like good luck. But most of the time we're not doing that. We're just kind of, I'm calling it a day. Oh, would help if this actually screwed into something. I use VHP for our product manufacturer, although in some places we switch to laser activated film. There you go, that's fancy. So that goes like that. Okay. Yeah, the like you can I use VHP for power supplies. Like VHP is surprisingly good at just holding. Yeah, the chat is fun. I try to take the time to like respond to as much as I can while I'm actually working on stuff. It's kind of hard to catch everything all the time, I will admit, but I try to catch as much as I can while I'm working. Just because I know how important audience interaction is. So. And then, of course, I get people who leave comments that I talk too much during the stream, and it's like, in my show, I do what I want. Yes, in the chamber thermometer, I trying to see about the expansion theory for the backer. Like, you just want to know what the ambient temperature is? Because if you want to know what the ambient temperature is, it's just use the hot end. That's usually what we use when we're, like, comparing. Just use what the hot end reads, because the hot end is just, you know, it's a thermistor in the middle of the chamber. So you can just use your, you can just use your thermistor or your hot end temperature, because the hot end's not on. So that's just reading the ambient temperature in the chamber right now. Now, there is a little bit of a lag because the actual block itself has to heat up. But it's usually, you know, it's as accurate as a thermistor. If you got a PT100 in there, it's a little bit more accurate, or 1000 or whatever one you want to run. NH3D Canada, $5. Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for the awesome content and the chatting on Discord. Cheers. I have a Discord set up. I parked one a while ago just so nobody else could snipe it. I might make it public soon, or at least members and Patreon supporters soon. At least at first. I'll think about it. I might do that. Problem is, I'm already a mod on a 30,000 person Discord as is, so that's already a thing. Last piece. My hot end and bed thermistor read 7 degrees apart. Ooh. Well, here's the thing. They vary, right? Thermistors drift. They're not the most accurate, especially like the ones in 3D printers, right? So if they're different brands and different types, you might have different accuracy windows. So like your bed temp thermistor might be more accurate because it's only at 100. If you were to bring that exact same thermistor up to 140, it might say it's 240. It might say it's 240, but it's really like 235. Like it might be, as it gets out of its sweet spot, it drifts more. Now, if you're doing comparison, it's fine. So if you're, you know, if you're using a thermistor, an NTC 100 beta 3950, right? One of your generic beta 3950s, and you're printing at 300C, you're probably not actually reading 300C. But if you take the time to, you know, get your profile set up so that when it's, you know, you play around with your temperatures and you get, so when your thermistor reads 306, that's the optimal temperature for your filament, you're fine. It's when you're only using that as your single comparison point, you can work with it. It's when you're comparing to different thermistors is when you have a problem. So if you just want to see, you know, oh, hey, how hot can I get my chamber? So you know, you put your tool head in the middle of the bed, you heat your bed up to 100 Celsius, you wait an hour, you see what your hot end temperature reads, okay? Oh, okay, it reads 45 Celsius, okay? I go ahead and I seal up all my panels and I do it again. Oh, 50 degrees Celsius, it's gone up, I have a result. Now, did it go up exactly 5 degrees? Who knows? It might have gone from 43 to 47, who knows? But you have a direct comparison to compare to. You have I can't remember what the proper term is. Lulzbot. Oh, Lulzbot. Back in my day, I remember when I first got into 3D printing, I wanted a Lulzbot so bad. And then I realized, oh my god, that's a lot of money for a... Did anyone watch Jay's 2 cents video? Is there an LGX light mount for Revo Voron? You don't... The LGX is a... extruder. Are you talking about on Vorons? Like, are you talking about running a LGX on a Revo or on a stealth burner? I believe there's a mount for it. I'm not 100% sure, but they're two independent systems in like a Voron. In a Voron, they're two independent systems. You can mix and match extruders and hot ends. They're not tied together. They don't mount directly to each other. So, yeah, well, here's it. No, I'm not faulting him. He basically went into Micro Center. Micro Center was sponsoring the video. He went into Micro Center and he got that printer because, hey, it's a printer they have in stock. He could literally grab it right then and there, and it looks cool and it's green and it's big. So in his eyes, a big printer, it's good, but it's like a 6-year-old printer at this point. Okay, so I need your guys' opinions. Do I mount the review kit? I'm gonna put it like, should I put it like right here? Or like right here in the, I don't think I should put it in the middle. I think I should offset it. And I don't think I should put it on the extrusion. I think I'm gonna put it right in line with the bed, I think right there. Right there. Does that work? You guys think that's okay? He got a Lulzbot. He got a Lulzbot Taz, like the big Lulzbot. Yeah, offset. Are you getting a TGB light with the self-burner? I don't know what a TGB light is. The heat will ruin it? I don't think the heat will ruin it. It's just it's a laser engraved piece of metal. Yeah, here's the thing. I went to put the covers on and I kind of screwed up. When I mounted my rails, I didn't exactly air gap them enough. So, they don't fit on. So I got to take these and, oop, wrong button. They don't exactly fit on. My rails actually hit these. I didn't gap them up enough. So I got to go in and modify these and reprint them so that I can slide them under the rails. Right out on the front door. I don't want to mount stuff to the door because I'm going to put stickers on the door. There we go. And I don't want to get it scratched. Yeah, he could have done... Here's the thing. It's not a bad machine. It's just an old machine. It's an old tech machine. It's like a Prusa Mark III. Prusa Mark III. It's a solid machine. It's just, it's starting to show its age. Like it could go for an update. Sure, I'd like to build one, but it's hard to justify me going and buying one. And now we gotta adorn this thing. So let me get some stuff out here. So since this is LDO Motors and Sparta, I got a Sparta and an LDO Motors sticker. So I'm thinking stickers, top left and top right. I'm thinking. Jason, you need a bigger sticker. I don't know. I don't think he's in chat, but your mic just not picking up the big fans. Are you talking about the fans in there? I have them running at 50% and I have a noise canceling gate on. Okay, so we just hit 110. So now let's run another bed mesh. Okay, and then I'm gonna wait it like half an hour and do another bed mesh. What if I scratched it already? Oh, the dog hair, the beautiful dog hair on printers. I gotta figure out where I'm putting this thing. Okay, so Jason. Oh, Jason's here. Perfect. Jason, where do you want your sticker? Do you want top left, top right, or bottom left? Where do you want the LDO Motors sticker? They don't like your stickers. You need bigger stickers, man. The Sparta 3D sticker is bigger. If everyone liked the stream now, we would hit the goal. Exactly. If you guys all like the, if we hit 300 likes, which is the goal, I'll tell you what I'm building next. Yeah, I don't think I have any bigger stickers from you. Got a bunch of LTT stickers. Top left is fine. Okay, top left works. I should charge him based on... This isn't the $1 million webpage or printer door. I have DFH stickers, but DFH, this isn't a DFH build, so... LDO Motors. There we go. And then Sparta 3D, because it's all Sparta 3D filament. Pay attention to super... I am paying attention. Did I miss one? Oh, nice 3DP. Sorry. $2. Appreciate it, because we like you greetings from Belgium. Yeah, pay attention to Super Tat. Sometimes I miss stuff. I'm sorry. I make every effort I can, but I'm human. There we go. Got the Sparta 3D one. There we go. Hey, it looks like a printer. I need a camera in it. I don't think I have a cheap webcam that I could throw on this. I think I'm out of webcams. How much to advertise on my apron? I need to start collecting pins. If anyone has any pins they want to send me, one, I need to set up a PO box. I need to stop giving out my address to people. Too many people have my address. And oh man, that looks so good. Mwah. I will say, you know what? Compare this to like a Lulz, or not a Lulzbot, a Hevo, or any of the other common... I'm gonna argue it. Compare this to most rep wraps. Damn, this looks good. Derek 20, thank you, appreciate your help. I was reading Warren documentation in preparation for my 2.4. What the hell is a taco bed? A taco bed's what happens when you go drunk on a Saturday night and you get really hungry and you're out shopping for printer beds. So you just say you're hungry and you're drunk or high and you just want a bed. So you get a taco bed, because that's what we all get when it's like 2 in the morning and we're intoxicated. No, a taco bed is what happens when you take your bed, which is metal. It's aluminum, okay? It's a chunk of metal. And you heat it up so quickly, so many times, eventually it warps, it deforms. So these usually come pretty dang flat. We spec, you know, tooling plate type, like cast aluminum tooling plate type beds. Why is that bed loose? Anyways, so it's flat, but what can happen is if you over constrain your bed and you heat it up way too quick, too many times, it tacos. It'll taco. And basically it'll get a curve down the middle, a warp down the middle. So basically you get around that by having your bed not super constrained, like a 3-point or a kinematic bed mount. 3 points is honestly good enough. And then you don't actually run your heater at max power. You ramp your heater down at like 60%. You want, I think it's 0.4 watts per centimeter squared for bed surface. That's your optimal heating amount. So yes, you know, your bed doesn't jump right up to 100 Celsius in 2 minutes. It takes like, you know, a couple minutes, but by gradually increasing the temperature, you don't thermally shock the bed. It doesn't warp as quick. What do I think of the Whooping Kinematic Bed Sport? It's cool. It's better than stock, but I don't think it's like, I think it's cool. It's one of those, it's a Gucci thing. I run most of my machines pretty stock and I'm fine kind of without it. It'd be cool to test, but like, you know, yeah, it would help if I actually tighten these down. Like, why is my bed moving? I will say the magnet that came with this kit is good. I gotta get a serial for this number still. Okay, Jason, 25. Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for the nice sticker there. Next time we get the larger ones. By the way, LDO 2.4 kits finally will be shipped soon in first batch. Thanks for you guys' patience. There we go. Oh, we're almost at 300 likes. Remember, 300 likes, I spill the beans on what the next build series is. Okay, so by the way, it finished its height map. So there's the height map now. So we're gonna let it soak now for like half an hour and do it again. File save as. Vector's cold. 110C. Immediate. Is there an E on the end of immediate? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. 315. Okay. Spilling the beans. Let me get on the right camera. So the next build series is I'm actually really looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun. It'll be educational. And yeah, it's about time I did one. So what is the audio down? No, audio's working. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's the shower. It's still too cold up here for a shower. Tessic, $2. Are you going to do the newer belted Z when you upgrade your V0? Yes, that will be another series that will be coming down the line. Prusa Mark III S. Finally going to build a Prusa. And yes, it's the kit. Wouldn't, oh God, if I got a Prusa and it wasn't a kit, what the heck would I do with it? What, a nozzle scrubber to any of your printers? I've been going without a nozzle scrubber for 4 years and it hasn't been an issue. So the plan with the Prusa, I'm going to build it stock. Completely bone stock. Okay? Even with the PETG parts that come with it. And I'm going to print with it for a bit so we can get a baseline. I'll print a bunch of models. Maybe do a video on like, should you buy a Prusa in this day and age type thing. Is the Mark III still worth it type, you know, shebang. And then we're going to mod it. I think we're going to go with a Revo. We're going to put Clipper on it. And we are going to probably do a Bear mod. So. And at that point, I will swap out the parts from PETG. Not even the Nylock. I'm going to build it 100% stock first. Prusa with the Nylock mod is epic. Well, that will be in the next part. Oh, oh yeah, the XL will be stock because by the time the XL comes out, it'll be like there. I don't think there is. Why do you run a 6.6 bed mesh? Because that's what it was set up for. If I don't see difference with 6.6, I'm not going to see much of a difference with even more resolution. Like, yeah. Here's the thing. This is going to be heresy. I don't like gummy candy. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Haribos. Maybe I'll gift them to somebody. Do you think the V0 is big enough for most functional prints looking at first printer kit? If a V0, in my opinion, is not a good printer to get if that's going to be your only printer. If you're looking for a second or third printer, a V0 is fine. But if you're looking to get into 3D printing for a first printer, don't go with a V0. Depending on your budget and if you want to build. If you're looking for something that isn't super expensive, but you want to build your own printer, there are switchwire kits. I would argue the V-Minion is actually a very good build for somebody who wants to build their own 3D printer for the first time. It's 180 millimeters cubed, which is big enough in my opinion, especially for a first printer. And it's a simple build. So if you want to build your own 3D printer, it's pretty newbie friendly. So I just did a whole video on it, by the way. I've been told 8 to 12 hours to build it, so we'll see. We'll see. My index number was off center. Well, I've already started doing the math, so we're just going to kind of roll with it. Like, you can still see the deviation down the middle here and whatnot. Like, probably, I think I have a twisted gantry in this machine, considering there's that hump right down the middle, front to back. So. Mark 3S. Yes, Mark 3S. Nero, I have a question. You had a video of a Dragonfly Hick high flow. You had a work in progress. I don't know what happened with that tool head. I can't remember who on the team put it together. They hacked it together kind of last minute for me, and I don't know where the file is. I know people have asked me for it. I can't remember where I saved it to. Is Team FDM... Team FDM is, as far as I know, that's just some random person set up a website. It's not affiliated with Voron at all. Go to, if you're looking for mods, there's a good website here, Voron Registry. I think this is the website. Yeah, Voron Registry. Which honestly is a bad name because now we can't use this website for the serial site if we ever get one up. But this site right here is actually pretty good for mods. It's just like a database of where the mods are. So yeah, you start typing clicky, there you go, clicky. So I linked it in chat there. Then you can search by different printers. So if you want V0 up, you know, mods, there's your V0 downloads. There you go. So there's your most downloaded V0 mods. Oh, that's cool. I don't know how to actually... No, you click the name. Okay, there you go. There you go. Super serious engineering. 2.4 first Trident and function, not build. Learning Trident because I can tinker more. Both are functionally the same. In terms of, or how do I compare it? A Trident and a 2.4 are the exact same gantry. So you're going to get pretty much the same print quality out of both. The difference is, do you want your gantry to move or do you want your bed to move? If you want to build a bigger printer, go 2.4. If you're okay with 300 and under, go Trident. Again, depending if you want the bed to move or not. Trident doesn't scale as large as a V2. So, no legacy mods. I know, I need to build a legacy at some point. The problem is, there is one company that makes a kit, and I reached out to them, and I haven't heard back. And I still need to do my taxes, so I don't want to drop that much on a printer right now. So we'll see. Am I making a Mark? Well, there's no Mark 4 yet, so I'm building a Mark 3. So. Okay, so now I got to get this off the desk. Where am I going to put this? Shit. I'm going to go here. This is my problem. I don't have a spot for this printer yet. I got to figure out where I'm putting this guy. If you one day come to Portugal to visit the Rat Rig factory, let me know. I live nearby. My pleasure to pay you a beer. Cheers. You know what? I would not mind going to see that. The problem is, I don't have plans to go to Portugal anytime soon, or EU. We've got a dog who has to, you know, he doesn't handle daycares too well. And it's not really in the budget right now to go traveling somewhere. Okay, where are we at? I gotta swap the fan out on here next. So let's put this all over here. But yeah, if you want to go do a fun torture test print, the E3D is doing one where you can win a Revo. So go on Twitter, go find E3D, print this little calibration test print here with overhangs, and share it with a hashtag, and you can win a Revo apparently from E3D. I'm entering in it. I could use another Revo. I need to get another Revo. Okay, so you are on, so I gotta turn you off. What, another Voron build? What do you mean another Voron? I don't have another Voron build. I got the Micron. Oh, the Legacy. Well, I have to build a Legacy at some point because it's the only Voron I don't have. Failed at 96. Dude, that is a... this print is, you need to have your settings in. I was doing it with the 0.4 nozzle, and I just couldn't get the... drag that along. I couldn't get the little eggs on the inside to actually come out good, so it's a Revo. So I just spent 2 seconds and swapped in a 0.25 nozzle, and it came out okay. So need a Revo for fender. How's that coming along? I seen some CAD pics every now and then, but how's your printer coming along there, Maker Viking? I like the silicon mod more than the Nylock mod. I don't know what either of those are. I gotta keep an eye on this because I know the temperature is gonna shut off in a minute here. Nuno 199, love the work, keep it up. I will. I have to. It's my job. This is a 6 cartridge ERFA. I still got some film in it. Ugh. I still need to figure out. I haven't honestly been using the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder too much. Other than just filament swaps between prints, because I'm too lazy to come down here and change colors on the printer. But the issue I'm having is I need a buffer system. I need a compact buffer system that I can wall mount, because I can't do something like the carrot patch. So that's like one of the reasons why I don't use this as much as I'd like to is, well, one, I don't do multi-material prints. That's just not my thing. I don't do them often. But two, I have feeding issues because I don't have a proper buffer. Well, I guess it's a good thing that one's coming out. Now I'm getting old. Oh, I could reuse the housing, I guess. Okay, so... Well, I need a Revo for the Prusa at some point, right? It's making 12 carrot patches. The problem is I don't have the room for that. Like literally where this printer is, that's the wall's right behind it. Like, there's the wall. So I'm very space limited in my spot here. So GD Stein fan, it works, it's just loud and annoying, so I'm swapping it to a Delta. Well, last development was I need to change mainboard again for a second time. They keep going out of... What are you planning to... Here's the thing, like how many drivers do you have in that printer, Maker Viking? Because if it's like 5 or under, you could just use any board, really. Like just use an SKR and just run Clipper and call it a day. That's just kind of... Your printer controller board does not mean as much as it used to, okay? If you're running Clipper, as long as it's got TMC 2209s, it's 32-bit, and it has the hookups you need, functionally, they're all the same. The only difference you would see is, you know, support for additional things, like more fans and whatnot, which is always good, and reliability, because, you know, some cheap boards won't last as long as, you know, good quality boards. It's like Duet. Duet boards are great. They're pricey, but they're great. Ramps with 2209s on my Legacy. Perfect. Are you running Marlin? Don't buy an SKR 1.X. The SKR 1.3 was actually pretty good. I knew a lot of people ran that for a bit with a top hat on it to get more drivers on it. 1.4 had issues. I think the first gen of the 2 had issues. I'm running a lot of octopuses right now. I have 2 spiders and they're fine. And a Pico. I like the Pico. The Pico is actually an extremely solid board, I will say. I really like the Pico. Yeah, Duet's pricey. Great hardware. I have a Duet 2. Now, granted, it's a FISA clone, but it's a solid board. I used it for years until I put an octopus in the machine. What fan? I'm putting a Delta in. I would like to see a Pico. Yeah, a Pico. Apparently, like, we had no communication with Big Tree Tech about it, but apparently they designed the Pico with, like, the V0 in mind. Like, they use a V0 in their promotional material for it. The thing is that I'm going to use RepRap firmware. Oh! Trying to keep costs down. And Pi aren't always... Well, yeah, here's the thing. If Clipper is great for DIY. If you're trying to sell a commercial machine, Clipper is a little bit of a harder to sell at that point, I think. I still think Clipper is a little too beta for a public release of a commercial machine. It's getting there. It's getting there. But I still think it's a little too out there for a full release. Like, look what just happened when I hit update here. I had to go in and SSH into it and update a few files. Somebody at home could easily get completely confused there. I mean, I did. They use a V0. I have a Pad 5. I got to do a video on it. Probably do that this week. Just haven't gotten around to it. I printed the case for it. Because when they told me they were sending me a Pad 5, it was when I was still doing the V Minion build. So the actual plan was I was going to use the Pad 5 for it. But then I finished the Pad 5 before the... or I finished the V Minion before the Pad 5 showed up. Yeah, and I have to consider good availability for potential kits. Exactly. It might be worth, like, it depends on, you know, if you want to do it or not, but trying to pair up with a company for kits. Because I think you can get, like, yeah, you can get Micron kits from DFH, but there's other sellers that do Micron kits. And a few of the other, like, small printer kits. Printer for ants, I think they're called officially. Okay. By the way, I'm pretty sure this is like a really outdated version of the of this, but whatever. Working on it. There you go. Fenrir is a small one, right? I know you have like a big one and a small one you were working on. Clipper on Enders is great. Yeah, I did a live stream on this channel where we took a bone stock Ender 3, like absolutely bone stock. I threw a Clipper on it and we were printing at 300 millimeters a second, 5K XL. Just send it. How much longer we got here? Let me try and find a timestamp. So at 16:44. Oh, we're over. Okay, we're over half an hour. So 16:44. Keep dropping the screw. So let me run the other height map now. Now that it's soaked for half an hour. What is my favorite ABS filament and color by far? It really depends on the use case because not every color is great in every application. Personally, for orange, Prusament ASA is an awesome orange. That's what this is, and that's what the Trinit's built with. It really depends on what you're using it for, I think, is a better question. What do you plan on using it for? But I've been using a lot of Sparta 3D lately. Canadian company, support local. And their filament's good. For PLA, Sparta's got good PLA, again, Canadian company. I've used Replitech, which is another Canadian company. And then I got a mixture after that. I've got some Jesse filament. That stuff's good. Like, honestly, I don't have like a brand I'm super loyal to. I have a lot of brands I like. And if I find a brand I like and I can get it cheap and in good colors, I'll use it. So. Did you receive an FL Sun V400 for review? I don't even know what an FL Sun V400. The only FL Sun I have is the Super Racer. V400. That's like their older Delta, it looks like. Oh, this one. I think they contacted me about it a while ago. Yeah. Yes, this one. So it's not released yet. So they did reach out to me a couple months ago, I want to say. And they're like, hey, are you interested in taking a look at our new printer that's super fast? And I'm like, sure. And they're like, okay, we'll let you know when it's available. And then I haven't heard anything since. Everyone, Matt Peel. You know what? I have a few spools of the Everyone stuff. It's pretty good. And actually, the Ronnie that I just printed with on their resin. And their resin's actually pretty decent, I will say. What Voron is the entry point for cost-wise? None of them. But in terms of cost, the V0 is the cheapest. But I wouldn't recommend it for a first printer. It's small. It's small. Go bigger with your first printer. And then after that, it's Switchwire, Legacy, Trident, V2 in that order. But it really depends because they're all different machines. So it really depends what you're looking to get out of your printer and what kind of printer you're looking for and how big of a printer you're looking for. Like there's 5 different models of Voron. And there's quite a few differences. Not my first built printer. Okay. A V0 is a fun machine and it is the cheapest. Be aware it's 120 millimeters cubed. So if you're looking for a little desktop printer to keep at your like desk, you know, to print little models, yeah, that's fine. But if you're looking for something to pump out like a lot of models quick or big things, don't do a V0. After that, my go-to is V0 for somebody who's looking for a second printer and a fun build. It is a complicated build, air quotes, because it's small and nitpicky. And then I would say Trident, then V2. Okay, that one's useless. But it really depends what you're looking to do with the machine too. And what you're looking to get out of the machine. The monoprice delta. I started with a monoprice Select Mini. And I would have, if somebody were to give me one of the monoprice deltas, I'd probably have some fun with it, but I haven't heard many good things about that machine. I know a few people that have had them over the years, and then nobody said a good thing, so I'm kind of disinclined to hunt one down. There we go. Okay. You go there. You go there. Did I glue it loaded up in there? No, I did not. There, you go there. Go. So it's funny how extremely opinionated a lot of people are in the 3D printing space for no reason. Oh yeah. I just love the, what is the best printer for X money? And it's like, there is no answer because it really depends. Do you want a printer that's the best bang for your buck but may have reliability issues? Do you want a printer that's bigger? Do you want a printer that's smaller? What's your use case? Are you in educational field? If you're in the educational field, you need certifications, you need safety. Are you in a business? Well, then you want a printer that has support. Do you want something that you want to tinker with? Do you want something that's just turnkey? Like there are so many variables to what printer should I buy that there is no, simple answer other than Prusa Mark III. Or Prusa Mini, depending on your budget and what you're looking to use the machine for. Okay, don't blow up. Hey, it didn't blow up. Okay. Get you back over there, piece of shit. Heavy. Back into the corner with you. Back into the corner from whence you came. The Anchor printer. The Anchor printer, here's the thing. I know we ripped on it last stream. And if I need to kill some air or kill some time, we'll rip on it again. Hardware wise, mechanically, I don't think I have many complaints about it. I can nitpick their marketing material a little bit and their claims, but it's let's be honest, it's probably a perfectly fine mechanical printer. Most of my worries about it are pretty much tied to the app. I'm potentially worried they might lock stuff down a little more than I'd be happy with. Oh, that's so much quieter. And more air. Nice. Okay, we're good. So much quieter. Let's get a print going. Let's print another one of these stupid test prints. Okay. So we're gonna do another one of them. I need a color. Somebody give me a color. What color should I use? What color do I have loaded? I got green. Let's do bronze. I think it's this one. Let's do bronze. Is that? Oh, no. There we go. So load you up there. I need to get the red in there for the foaming check. There we go. Okay. G-code files. Print. And I'm actually going to run it slower to see if we get any better quality out of it if I run it at like 75% speed versus 100. Okay. Use everyone's stuff. I don't know where it's at. I've got like 1 or 2 spools somewhere. I'm going to print it in bronze. I think it's bronze. It's some polyalchemy something. Derek, what did Derek say? Anyone knows what the LSD hot end uses is? It's a custom hot end, I believe. Yeah. Anyone here knowledgeable about glues and gluing plastics with no glue wants to glue? Epoxy. Epoxy's always good. Check your bed mesh for science. Okay, let's do that. Okay. So, the heater just turned off. Give it a second. It dropped down to 105. I gotta let it heat back up to 110. So we're gonna check the bed mesh, and then we're gonna kill the power, pull the printer onto here, take the side panels off, and we'll put the backers on. 3D gloop. 3D gloop. Yeah. Well. Oh yeah. That's also an adhesive too, right? If it's that's why I liked ABS. Like, do I still have part of it? I don't think I have part of it anymore. I wish I still had the whole thing because I would have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I threw it out. I still have the files for it. I should probably reprint it. I had an Alduin. It was the game files for Alduin from Skyrim. So the actual Alduin from Skyrim. And I printed it in ABS, and it had like a 3-foot wingspan. It was a massive model, and it was like a dozen parts, and I just acetone welded it together, and it was solid until my kid broke it. What do I think of the rat rig? I don't have a rat rig. I don't know anyone personally with a rat rig. However, it's a modern Core XY machine. It's probably fine. I built a V-Minion. I could say stuff about that. Okay, we're back up to 110. Okay, height map. Calibrate. Go! Oh, I have to home. Oh, I gotta do the Z tilt again. Apparently it was so long the motor's turned off. Let's get some peppier music going. There we go. What do backers do? I spoke about it at the beginning of the stream, but essentially there's a good theory that your extrusions are aluminum, and when you have an aluminum extrusion and then you put a steel rail on it, they're dissimilar metals. They react differently to changes in temperatures. So when you have an enclosed printer, like a Voron, and you heat up the chamber, the metals inside the chamber, anything inside of the chamber is going to heat up. When things heat up, they expand. Well, when you have steel attached to aluminum, and the aluminum and the steel will expand differently. Pretty sure the aluminium expands more. I believe so. Yeah, because it's more thermally conductive. Yeah. So what happens is they bow essentially. The steel doesn't warp as much than the aluminum, and it causes it to bow. So the theory is if you put something on the other side of the aluminum extrusion, it basically makes a sandwich. So if you got your rail on this side, then your aluminum extrusion, and then you put a steel backer on the other side, or in this case here, titanium, because lightweight is cool. It basically makes a sandwich of rigidity, and it prevents it from warping. So you can get around it by doing a heat soak and letting everything kind of normalize at a temperature and find it's like happy medium. But the problem is it could still bow. So apparently people running the backers don't even need to heat soak anymore. So we'll see. Aluminum and steel, they do react. However, you have to remember the aluminum is usually anodized or has a finish on it. Aluminum actually rusts, but it anodizes essentially. It self-anodizes, and it does it very quickly when exposed to oxygen. So pretty much all aluminum has a protective coating on it. I have a V core and a 2.4 side. There is no clear winner. The V core is faster. The 2. You gotta remember the V2 was never built to be a fast printer. It is a fast printer. Don't get me wrong. It's a Core XY. Core XY is inherently fast, but the motion system was chosen because it's a compact motion system too, and it's simple. Like you can do some crazy fun stuff in terms of designing a Core XY printer. Voron was originally designed back in like 2016 in RCF's house or apartment, I can't remember where he was at the time, as a DIY Ultimaker. Like it was meant to compete against an Ultimaker. It's supposed to be a DIY Ultimaker. We're doing the bed mesh and then we'll do that. Backer is titanium. Yeah. It doesn't have to be the same material and thickness. It just has to be stiff enough, right? Now, here's the thing. If you want to try this on your own, if you have a spare rail, you can just strap a spare rail to the other side. But no, I'll unbox these here so you guys can see. So these are from Whopping Orchard. They sent them to me directly. So I didn't get this from a vendor or anything. But I think DFH carries them and a few other stores carry them. If you go on the Voron Discord, I'm sure you can find links to who carries them. If you have a store and you carry them and you want me to shout it out, just yell in chat right now. But this number here, people have asking what the voltage is. It's part of the electrolysis process to get this funky finish on it. I believe they're submerged in acid and then electrocuted basically. So it's like a 60 volt current to get the yellowish orange, and then it varies between 85 to 90 at a separate process to get like the actual like splatter pattern, I believe, or vice versa. It's really cool, I will say. These are really cool looking. Okay. So. Calibrate. Yeah, titanium has yet a third thermal expansion coefficient. Yeah, but as long as it's close enough. Like, here's the thing. You just need it to counteract the bowing, right? So, yeah. Remember, glorified hot glue gun splooging molting plastic. These aren't CMM machines. We're not building aircraft grade parts. Good enough is good enough for a lot of 3D printing cases. For what it's worth, the existing bone, your cold bed mesh is counter to what we expect from a differential expansion. Huh. Well, we'll see. Here's the thing, though. Like, I've been printing fine on that printer, you know, without issue. Like, let's be honest. If not this one, not that one. Was this one printed on here? I can't remember. This right here is a 4-foot-long flying cloud serpent from Cinderwings 3D, printed in glow-in-the-dark PLA. Okay. This took up the whole bed of the Trident. And, the first layers are pretty even throughout the whole thing. So, yeah. This thing's awesome. I'm actually tempted to wall mount this on my son's, in the ceiling in my son's room. Or on the wall or something. Because it's just such a badass model. I love this thing. It's massive. Like, yeah, now I gotta find somewhere to put it. You can go there. Because we gotta get this off in this one moment here. Have I put together any CNC machines? I have 2 desktop CNCs. I got a 3018 and then a CNC Pro, which is like a 3018, but the gantry moves instead of the bed. I'm gonna start playing with that once I get the garage cleaned up soon. I don't want to do CNC inside the house. I'm gonna be doing some engraving with that. But stuff is in the works to get me a kit CNC. You might have heard it. I'm not gonna say who or what. But it is like a DIY CNC. It's like it is a, I wouldn't say desktop tier, but it's like it's not a router. It's like a knee mill type. I don't know. I won't go into it too far, but it's still in the works. So we'll see. Hang it from the ceiling on monofilament. I could do that. Do I run bed mesh? I actually do on most of my printers, just for consistency's sake. A lot of them I don't have to. Like, I do run a bed mesh on this, but the bed is 4 years old, and I think it has like a 0.1 millimeter deviance, like, in it, which is actually not much. Corey, thank you for coming to English. Corey, thank you for becoming a member. Carvey, no. Warren CC, no. Gerbil, Amazon kit, no. Print CNC. I don't have room for a print CNC, and yeah. Running an adaptive bed mesh on my machine. I love it. You looked in. Yeah, that's what I run. I run an adaptive bed mesh. So I do the gantry tram or the quad, whatever, on most of my machines, or on the machines that have it. And then I run a bed mesh. I have no problem with bed meshes. Like, hell, the bed on my V-Minion is out roughly a millimeter. It's like 0.8 millimeters from one side to the other. And it's like, literally, the bed is like straight up like on a 45, like this. It's horrible. It's really flat, but it's like this. And I just let the bed mesh deal with it. It's like, oh, you can go in there with washers, and it's like, no, the bed mesh does it. I don't print anything geometric that I need to be geometrically accurate on this thing anyways, so what do I care if it's out of it? Onefinity. Onefinity would be cool. They're a Canadian company too. A little out of my price range though. Please explain it. Oh, that's just adaptive bed mesh. That's just a regular bed mesh, isn't it? Where it like it gradually fades away. Print NC Mini. They have a mini one now? Let me take a look here. Print NC Mini. There's a Print NC Mini now. Let me see. I don't see a Print NC Mini. MPCNC. MPCNC is, again, is a, like, I don't have room for one. Oh, only probes the area where you're printing and not anywhere else. The thing is, I don't bother with that because, like, if I'm printing for 23 hours, saving a minute on a bed mesh. Eh. Do I know any nozzle? No, the nozzle that I used in Big Papa Joey P here is a it is a copper nozzle, but it has a hardened coating on it, a DLC I think it is, and it's rated for that. At least that's what they told me, so I used it and I haven't noticed anywhere. Okay, there's the bed mesh now. So save as heat soak, and that was roughly 45, so that's roughly an hour of a heat soak. Yeah. So just to compare, so there's no backers or cold as soon as the bed hit 110, and that is after an hour of heat soak. So the variance is 0.16, 0.2. Yeah, so you can see it's stabilized. So now I've got to cool the printer down, turn it off, and get it over here. So shut down. Oh, wait. Okay, good. Whew. You know how many times I have shut down the wrong printer? Like, I got like 3 tabs open. I'm like, okay, shut down the printer. And I look over, and the print that's like 4 hours in is paused. And I'm like, dang it. Okay. Want to make sure your frame is room temperature. Oh, I know. It's going to take some time to get it out. Get like everything kind of, I got to get the belt saw or the off. So much room. Okay. Remember, kids, only build as big as you need, not as big as you want. I wish I knew they were sending me a 350 kit, because this thing is freaking massive. And this is a Trident. Remember, this is 250 millimeters of Z. This is 380 millimeters of Z. V2 scales better in the Z. Right, damn it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Kids, be sure to drink your Ovaltine. Okie dokie. Ugh. Oh, I have the annoying panels on this. That is right. Well, I know I'm going to be printing some clips. Yeah, I'm totally replacing these all with the quick clips. And hernia. Who's hernia? Big Papa Joey P needs to go on a diet. I know. That's why it's Big Papa Joey P. And it's also all Prusament. Which I will say, Prusament ASA, very good filament. It actually prints really clean. And the orange is very nice. Panels are warm. Ooh. Okay, let's put you over here for now. Oh, it's warm. I know you're in here somewhere. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, there's a lot of heat coming off this machine. I got a little fan here blowing on it. Crank the fan up. Where are my screwdrivers? Okay, panel clips, best clip. Yep, I'm printing panel clips. Are the frames stackable? Yeah, technically you could, but it's, you know, you're nowhere near isolating them at that point, and you're gonna get vibration transmission and wobbles, and don't stack your Vorons unless you're just doing it for a fun picture. I will say though, this is built with the Physec kit. I haven't noticed any issues other than fans. I've had 3 fans die in this thing already. The part cooling fan. Oh, that part cracked. The part cooling fan, the hot end fan, and one of the electronics fans. The fans on that came with this kit are Garbo. But other than that, everything else has been fine. So, yeah. If you want a statement on this kit after a couple months of use, fans are shit, but everything else is fine. Panel clip should be elevated from mod to official. I'm not in control of that. Talk to Steve. Louise, 199. Cheers. Able to catch the stream live after being sent home sick. Being sent home sick. You okay, man? Like sick, or just kind of I got the sniffles, and because of Rona, they kick everyone out of work. My wife had all last week off work because of that. She had a cold on Tuesday, and they're like, "Yep, we'll see you in a week." Okay, where are you? Okay, I gotta wait for this to cool for a bit because I can see the heat coming off of it. Everything is so hot in here. So we're gonna have to wait for this to cool. I don't know. While this is cooling, what do you guys want to talk about? Waiting for COVID test, but yeah, oof, that sucks. Send cash where? There's a little money sign under chat. You hit that button, you can send me cash. So somebody was saying there was a mini print NC. I can't find it. What would my ideal 3D printer look like? An existing one that just works 100% reliably with no fiddling. And the problem is there's no 3D printer like that that is 100% reliable. I don't think we'll ever see one because 3D printing is inherently not reliable. There's too many variables, especially when you're using, you know, budget components, which a lot of machines do. Any more thoughts about where you're going to put your XL? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm hoping. I am keeping an eye out. I have been looking for a possible like studio location. So that I can work off-site. So the plan would be, you know, I could work off-site essentially. And that would allow me to do this kind of stuff without having to worry about room. Like, for those that follow Tom Sandladder, I think I probably said it wrong. Tom 3D. He just got a new location, and I'm totally super jelly. If you're a Patreon supporter or YouTube member, I think you can see it on YouTube members. He did a tour of it recently, and I love his setup. It's like exactly what I would want, and I've been keeping an eye out, trying to find something like that for my own. The problem is, there's nothing. There is nothing. I found something that was kind of potentially may have worked. The problem was I am not spending $2,000 a month for 800 square feet. That's 45 minutes from my house. So yeah, I'm not spending that. Dayton, what area? I'm out in the Lakeshore area. if you're familiar with where I live. I'm out a little bit past Tecumseh. Look at my messages. Okie dokie. What messages? Where? Messages where? Oh, did you just do that so I see your message, like that one message you wrote there, Victor? Dang it, no. Walk to your studio. Yeah, like that's my problem. I live in like suburbia, so there's no like, you know, industrial thing down there. Near Q, Nero 3D Costco fun. Honestly, I think there are Costco sheds that give me more room than what I have right now to work with. Problem is Costco sheds aren't heated, insulated, and you know, have a foundation and whatnot. Stream out of storage locker. Can I extend the table to the tall boy in the corner? It's like a foot. And it's all kinds of electrical down there. Like I could extend this table into the corner. I've been keeping an eye out maybe to put a rack here so I can easily put more printers, but I don't have the height. That's my problem. I'll just get a C can and just leave it in my garage or my driveway. In addition to the house. That's not really financially feasible. Especially in today's day and age with how expensive everything is. Are the extrusions? Okay, the extrusions are cool. Bed's still warm, but extrusions are cool. I got a fan blowing on it. So we got to figure out, how do these attach? I'm pretty sure they just mount. Like they just screw right on. So there's 3 different ones and they are different. So you have, zoom out. You've got one with nothing on it. You've got a short one with 3 tapped holes, or a bunch of tapped holes. So I'm assuming this is your X. And then you got another long one, but this one has holes on it too. But this is for your Y with the drag chain. Because these are drilled and tapped, so you can mount your drag chain to it. Dark Neutrino, Costco fun. I have a Costco, I'm an executive member at Costco. Pays for itself, honestly. It's worth it. So I've got, it comes with these fancy hex screws. Does it come with, I don't want to drop anything. Okay, so it doesn't come with nuts, so I got to put my own nuts in. So let me go get a bag of nuts. Make a war on cement extruder and print the mansion or extension. How to build an addition to your house by using garden tools. This is, I'm not Colin Furs. He has better hair than me and more than me, so. If your channel keeps growing like it is, I'm sure at some point you'll be able to do it full time. This is full time. Let me go dig into a box of kits and find some hammerheads. Does this have hammerheads? Yeah, okay, that's a V0 box. Where is the LDO box? Here's the LDO box. Okay. Hammerheads. Is that enough hammerheads? I do not believe that's enough hammerheads. We shall make it work though. There we go. Mix it up. Mix and match. Make it work. Okay. Furs is fun to watch. Yeah, he puts out like I don't watch every video of his. There's like a few creators that I'll watch every video they put out, and then some creators I'm like, and I'll skip this one. Furs cannot move for a long time. Yeah, that's the problem with all the stuff he did. Trying to sell your house and then explaining, oh yeah, by the way, there's a bunker in the backyard and an underground tunnel system that either increases your property values a lot or it completely tanks them. One or the other. And that really depends on the buyer, I think. So, yeah. How many of these do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Has all the money he could need. Well, here's the thing. He does a lot of home projects aren't cheap, especially nowadays. So you have to understand a lot of people think YouTubers are rich, right? Mr. Beast is rich. Yes, Mr. Beast brings in a lot of money that immediately goes right out the door. If you are, and I will admit I am really bad when it comes to this, but if your money's just sitting there and you're just, oh, I'm rich, especially as a YouTuber or somebody else in content creating, you need to be throwing that money back out there to grow and whatnot. So, you know, Mr. Beast, oh, I made all this money off a video, but that funded the next video. So now I have no money. I paid my staff and whatnot. Like, the dude has like a whole like complex now. It's nuts. But his videos pay for it. Bruce needs to sell his house on a YouTube live auction. I counted 10 and then I don't know where they went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the one thing I'll admit I'm fully bad at. I really need to figure out, get an accountant to figure out all this stuff. Because I don't know how to do taxes when YouTube is job. And unfortunately, I can't be like the OnlyFans models and just not admit to having an income and just hide it until I get caught. That would be bad. So I don't know how to show this. There's really no easy way to show this, but I'm screwing a backer onto an aluminum extrusion. So let's rotate this, I guess, so you can kind of see. Oh my god. Oh my god. I saw a video on TikTok the other day where Miss Beast called a friend and just told him. Yeah, the Ludwig one, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't exactly have, did I get anodized? No, I don't have anodized screws. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Jimmy on in my phone book, so. One of the food YouTubers said he spent 100K up front and filmed 3 to 4 videos. Oh yeah, it's ridiculous how like, if you're actually doing production, like if you're producing videos with like a crew and whatnot, like an actual like proper crew and it's all like legit and whatnot with unions and shit, it gets expensive quick. Like even just look at like Linus, like LTT and their setup for videos, like it's ridiculous how pricey stuff gets. Okay, so I'm gonna get all the screws started and then you start in the middle and work your way out when it comes to tightening the screws. And these are cool. These are hex, or not hex, these are what are they called? The T whatever. They're, I can't remember what the proper name for these types of screws are. They're not Allen keys. They're not hex. They're the driver ones. I don't know. Torque. They're torque screws. Torx? Is it Torx? T-O-R-X, right? I want to say Torx, yeah. See, if they were Robertson screws, then I'd be happy. Talking to rich YouTubers, Steve built it here. There. I don't know why you can't say sucks, by the way. If you're talking in my chat and you say sucks, YouTube censors it for whatever reason. Okay, so just kind of center that a bit and then screw it down. What am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner. I'm not actually that hungry. I was smart today and I actually ate a massive lunch. so I'm not starving on this stream like I normally am. Because normally I'm absolutely starving on this stream by the end of it. What are we at anyway? 6 hours. Or 6 hours, 6 o'clock. We still got an hour. Always aim for a 3-hour stream. How much am I torquing them? I don't know. Until it feels tight. Okay, that's one backer. I discovered Robertson screws on a trip to Canada. They are. They are! I used it for my whole deck. Okay, so overhead for this. Oh, great. You can't see because the extrusion's in the way. So we need to mount this underneath. So this might be a problem here because I don't have my drag chains all the way. So we're gonna have to extend my drag chains, which is gonna kind of suck a little bit here. Where's the other screw? There we go. Okay, so that can go there, and this can kind of go out of there. There we go. Okay. What is it? I retired last week. Congrats! Robertson himself was born in Canada. Yeah, but he was smart. Because he came to Canada. Mission to build a trident, but the wire harness won't arrive. Oh no. Like, do you have everything else built and you're just waiting on the wire harness? Oof. My wife says I'm a full-time YouTube. Honestly, I watch more YouTube and Twitch than I do than TV. I don't watch TV at all, honestly. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you have it, a single X rail, the backer goes on the back. No, it's got MGN 12, so it goes on the back. Or yeah, it goes on the back, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Luckily, very no one using here in the Netherlands. I will say though, you know, depending on what screw type you prefer, Robertson, Hex, Allen key, Torx, even Phillips, flathead is the devil. Home hardware. Yeah, home hardware is common up here. Home hardware is like home hardware is the hardware slash like that kind of store like you see in small towns. Like every town has a home hardware. That's like the if you don't have a Home Depot or a Lowe's, you have a home hardware at least. It's like that kind of store, and usually they're smaller and they're family owned, and they've been in like the town forever. Just lining it up. This is just something I can't really get on camera, I don't think. Actually, hello. Okay, out of extrusion's cold. Time to get my screws out. Ace Hardware. Yeah, I think Ace Hardware is like the equivalent. There are mods for carbon fiber X2. Yeah, see, I don't chase grams, so I don't run any carbon fiber. Time for doggo cam. I can check. The thing is, I'm home alone right now, and the wife's at work, so he's in mopey sit at the front door until mama comes home mode. So, fortunately, I don't think we'll have a doggo cam today. So the problem is if you could see here, I had my drag chain mounted with a little bit of sleeving here. Whereas this, I'm gonna have to extend my drag chain, so I'm gonna go find some. I have some. I just gotta find some extra links and extend it. It's not about chasing grams. It will solve the problem. You are working now on a simpler, cheaper solution. On the x-axis only, not on the y. Now, I will admit, these are the pricey ones. These are the titanium ones. You do not need titanium. They make plain steel ones with no finish on it. Or you can honestly probably just go buy a strip of steel from like a steel shop and drill some holes on it and do it yourself if you really wanted to. You can do this in many more cheaper ways. But these are the Gucci ones that were sent to me by the creator of them. So it's kind of like, why not? Oh, that's wrong screw. Build a VZ bot. Okay. One shows up. Fortunately, it is tax time for me, and I got to figure out, you know, an actual budget now that I'm a YouTuber, and figure out how much I can spend on things and whatnot. So I'm not going to be jumping out to go be buying kits anytime soon, or at least for the short foreseeable future, unfortunately, as much as I want to. Also, you know, the whole, I don't have room for shit. But in the carbon fiber with linear rail warp more with, I don't know. Because there's less material in a carbon fiber rod, right? So it might not, like, it might not. I've never tested a carbon fiber rod. I have no idea. Carbon fiber is not something I've ever really worked with, other than some carbon fiber PETG for my rep racks. Okay, so center. Okay, where's the middle one? I guess it doesn't matter. There are two middle ones. Who makes those? These are from Whopping Orchard. I think they have a store. Let me pull it up here. Shoot, I don't know the store off the top of my head. I don't know the store off the top of my head. They're on the Voron dev team. They just sent them to me, so. But I do know you can buy these from a few resellers as well. Lightweight labware. Is that the... Yeah, okay, here's the store. Here's Whopping Orchard's store directly. So you can get like a beta PCB clicky probe, titanium fasteners. Here's the anodizing. So the kinematic beds, yeah, you can get B stock ones for like $60. I think they only sell anodized ones. Like, they don't think they sell the standard ones. I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah. There you go. Throw money at it. Oh, and Anton, thank you for becoming a member. Trying to figure out something else to do for the members only. I will say though, you guys seem to like the wrong button. The Only Benchies store, the merch, because quite a few of you have actually bought shirts and whatnot from the merch store. So that is actually, I'm really happy to see that. And I gotta go PayPal somebody some money because they created the designs. So I'm just waiting for the first like full month of the store to wrap up so I have a number. But I'm actually really happy with your guys' reception of this merch store. And a few people have got stuff already and have said good things, so I'm quite happy about that. That people are happy with the merch itself. So, got that going, which is nice. I think I have, let me, yeah, the YouTube bot just shilled it there, but again, for those curious, I think I have them in here. Yeah, I still gotta wash them because they're new still. If you guys want Only Benchies merch, we got cool shit like Crimpin' Ain't Easy, the shirt that you can also get in a the sleeveless, and then Only Benchy shirt and whatnot. There's a few designs, and then stickers and whatnot, and apparently hats soon. I will have hats soon because they're allowing hats, or they will have hats on the Stream Elements store in the future. So I will be able to put hats on soon. Oh, it jammed on me. It jammed. Cancel print. I can hear the extruder struggling. Cancel print. ERFA eject. You should do a collection torque to spec. Oh, that is a good idea. The lefty loosey righty tighty type. Okay. Shoot. Do I have more links? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We might have a problem here, guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where is... Uh-oh. I don't know where my extra drag chain went. Uh-oh. Yeah, you totally jammed on me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know I had some because I used it in the V-Minion. But where did I put it? Where did I put it? Uh-oh. Oh, the extruder jammed. Like it ground down, I think. I don't know. It was making the clunky noise and I looked and it wasn't feeding filament. Drag chain. Drag chain. Drag chain. I know I have like a good half chain somewhere. I just don't know where I put it. I'm gonna have to go digging. Because the problem is, well, it's not a huge problem, but it is a problem, is if you look, mobile, I need to move the mount. Because it's now like here. Actually, wait. Yeah. Get it. out of my way cable. Do you use it on the V Minion? I use it on the V Minion, but I have more still. Like, I didn't use it all on the V Minion. I found some IGUS here, so I might be able to just use the IGUS stuff and call it a day. We'll see. Hopefully it's compatible with the China chain that came with the kit. What I really can't do is get this screw in the hole. Get in your hole. There you go. There we go. Okay, so move you all the way to the front. So I need. Oh no, we're good. We're good. The IGUS will fit. Yeah, one IGUS chain will. I think I just got one. So let me get the part here. Okay, mobile. Open this up. So hopefully these are compatible, because this is China chain and IGUS. I found two of the IGUS. Make it a click noise. Ow. Nope. Nope. No click. Why no click? Ah. Because the IGUS are designed differently. The IGUS have. Dang it. Do a little bit of modification here. Snip-a snip. Got a little key part in it. I'm assuming spring nuts work best for the backers. Oh, okay. Well, really, any nut should work, I believe. No, because I got these stupid. They have these stupid little locking tab things. Dang it. Okay, I gotta find the actual proper ones, unfortunately. And by proper ones, I mean the Chinese knockoff ones. Shoot. Let me check the LDO kit. If there's any spare ones in here. Electronics. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nothing in that box. What about this box? MGN 7, nope. Nope, nope. 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 MGNs are 7mm ones. Nope. I got a bunch of 7mm ones. I literally need one link. Like, literally one singular link, and I don't know where I put it. Anything in here? Nope. Nope. Haha! Got it! I knew I had it. I linked them all together and I was playing with them like on a stream. I think it was a stream I had Steve on or somebody. And I just had them on. Like I was just playing with them. I'm like, I know I have them. Just don't know where. I forgot the hashtag for the YouTube. Oh no. That's okay. I've got, how many people? 309 people here right now. You guys are the real fans and you know it. Can we get a hype train going? Oh, I can't stand that. I'm sorry. The whole YouTube meta with streaming is just too much. Can't stand it. There we go. Together. There we go. Huzzah. There we go. Okay, and now the back one is, it goes on the back. So, yeah. Trying to find a camera angle that works. Good enough. So this one I'm just going to use hammerheads because screw it, it'll be easy. Need to open Reddit out of the loop. What? Susu. Who's Susu? What is my thoughts on the Protoprint Raptor hot end? I have one in here. It's fine. It's a decent high flow hot end. From a Disney Iago, what? Who is Susu? Okay. So I had a bunch of hammerheads and I don't know where I put them. I had a whole bag of hammerheads. Oh, here they are. Who knows Gilbert Godfrey from... Oh yeah, Gilbert Godfrey passed away. Like in his 60s? I didn't think he was that old. But... Oh, Iago. Okay, yeah, the parrot. I think that's what most people know him from. A Twitch streamer and YouTuber, she had a cameo from Gilbert as a promo on her channel. Oh. Oh, that's Susu. Okay. That one I know of. By name. I think I've heard that name before. Oh. Yeah, the Aflac duck. So this is the problem with this backer. This backer goes on the back of the extrusion. There's a single MGN12 in the front, so you don't see this backer. Unfortunately. Well, the G Fuel callouts for Wubby are because I have a Wubby G Fuel shaker. That's why. Speaking of, if anyone works at G Fuel, I'm down for the G Fuel sponsorship. I stream. I got room in the background for a G Fuel fridge somewhere. Although today is crappy Timmy's coffee day. Don't let your kids listen to Gilbert stand up. Dude, there is, oh God. I can't remember. I'm not going to say any of it on stream, but I think he was on, I can't remember which one it was, but he said a lot of stuff that you can't say on a PG-13 channel. Oh no! Why buy crappy coffee? Because that's what Tim Horton sells. Crappy coffee. And it was on the way home. And I need a coffee. I lost one of my fancy torque screws. It's okay. The kit comes with spares. Yeah, American comedian and voice actor. And actor, like regular actor. Like he's acted and stuff, I believe. Oop, oop. Freaking dropping these everywhere. Problem is I get it started one or two threads and then I they just come undone. Okay, there we go. Okay, mobile. No, there's always one. There we go. Okay, so that looks about centered. Right about there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why am I tightening? Oh, that's something heavy fell down. Why am I tightening these like a Neanderthal? Using my hands in a twisting motion. Come on. Come on. There we go. You need to sweep the floor, sift through dirt. My guess is you find fasteners. Oh God, probably. I guarantee you I have like tons of fasteners on the floor in this room. Dang it. Drop it on the other side where I can't see. There we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's the backers on. Have you seen the DIY WoW sticks? Yes, I have not. PFH sent me a kiddie pool. Same that kind of stream, at least not today. Okay, let me put the panels back on, which means I gotta use the shitty clips, but whatever. Print the better ones later. Oh, I hate these clips. I'm totally never using these again. Where did I put my bit? I don't know where I put my bit. There's my bit. Finally got my King's Done electric screwdriver. Funny enough, I also had to pull apart my E3 Max Gantry. What difference taking out screws with the driver? Oh, it's so nice. I was firmly against these for a while. And then, I think it was after the stream where, Tom, like, completely butchered a bunch of Voron parts using an over-torqued one, and then he went and got a proper one after, and it was like super awesome. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get one just to try it. And I was like, you know what? I need to actually use this properly. Okay. Go. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so we're gonna get the panels back on, and then we'll see if there's any difference, really. God, I hate these hammerheads. I hate hammerheads. There we go. I'm just putting the corners on, really. I ain't gonna fiddle with all of them. Just get it good enough. Are you liking the 350 bed on the Trident? It's, don't get me wrong, it's nice to have a 350 bed, but this is a big machine. And I've only maxed out the bed once so far, and that was on the Cloud Serpent. Oh, hey, buddy. You wanted to come say hi? Hey, buddy. Oh, you're a good boy. Were you getting lonely upstairs? You good boy? What's up? You good? Just came to say hi? Okay. Bye. Aw. He loves me. He really loves me. No, I guarantee you he fell asleep and then he woke up and went, "Where's Mama?" And he's like, "I hear noises downstairs. I'm gonna go check." And then, oh wait, no, not Mama. He's like, "I haven't got a pet in this long. I need pets. Give me pets." Okay. How big is that gap? Oh, that's a big panel gap. One second. Okay, so that's one side on. Oh, don't push that. That's heavy. It's heavy. Heavy. Good under there. Good, we're good. Oh yeah, these panels aren't square. I keep forgetting that the panels on this printer aren't perfectly square. Okay, so there. Oh, Bill Brothers, $2. Doggo for Duff. Cheers. I don't know, is Duff usually here on the Tuesday streams? I can't remember. I think he's just here on the Saturday. At least that's normally when he's here. Part-timer. There we go. Get in there. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. I can't remember either. He should be super chatting if he was here. Yeah, he normally is here, but pretty sure he's a Saturday guy. How's the resin stealth burner? Fine so far. Again, though, the stealth burner has no actual force on it. Literally, it's just holding fans. So, if you want to run a resin stealth burner, your money may vary. I offer no guarantees. Safety is not guaranteed. It may not work. Or it may work just fine. The only part on my stealth burner that's resin is the actual front cowling that the fans sit in. The actual, like, hot end mount and everything else is ABS. And last one. Okay, so we got the shitty pail clips back on. Let me get a power cord. Plug this bitch in and give her some juice. And this is Trent. Watching at work building the F-150 trucks. There's a Ford dealership near my house. It finally has trucks on the lot after like 2 years. It's ridiculous. Also, where are all the Mavericks? You come out with a cheap, fuel-efficient small truck and you can't sell them because you can't build them. What the heck? Blade Scraper, I am having a great stream. I'm always having a great stream. Okay, home all. Mavericks are all down states. I know. How can your cable manage the B stepper? Depends on the printer. On the Trident, you can see it just comes down the side and then into the bottom. And then on a V2, you just run it underneath that rear gantry. A Ranger. Pickups are good if you don't need to put anything in the back, except when you need to put something big in the back. So if you like, you know, it's just you in a car a lot of the time, pickups are kind of a waste. But, you know, if every now and then, oh, I need to go get a yard of mulch, or, you know, pick up a dishwasher or something big, and you don't have, and you only have cars, then yeah. Okay, so let's get ourselves a height map. Calibrate. So this one I could do with the door open. Ford, fix or replace daily. I posted that in my Facebook group of Chevy drivers. I'm sorry, car owner groups that have like stuff like that are, I find, the cringiest shit in the world. Oh, hey, we're popular enough. We got the porn bots. Report. Unwanted commercial content or spam. Be gone. Thought. Bot. When I was a kid, the truck bed is where you put the kids. When I was a kid, life expectancy was much lower and people died a lot more often from dumb stuff because we didn't have safety regulations. Also, unleaded gasoline and leaded paints, or leaded paint and gasoline were awesome. Back in my day, we didn't have car seats. You know, we just, you know, had 5 times the infant mortality rate than we do today. Ha ha ha. I love when people brag about how much dangerous it used to be in the past. And, like, that's a good thing. Here's my thinking. We have the escape for whenever we do family travels, and then me, the wife, and the little guy. And I would like a truck for when I need to do house stuff that doesn't fit in my Focus or the Escape. But I don't need a truck often. Thus, I want a small truck that's fuel efficient. PCB soaked asbestos. Oh man, asbestos is awesome. Literally, asbestos is awesome in everything, except for the fact it kills you. I know Maverick is based on the Escape platform, so is the Bronco Sport, but it has a truck bed. That's what I want, the open truck bed. I can't really go throw a, you know, fill up the bed, the back of my Escape with yard waste and bring it to the dump without making a mess. The Hyundai Santa Cruz. I did, but the problem, Ute, baby Ute. I want a Ute basically, but they don't make those in North America. But yeah, the Santa Cruz, the problem with Santa Cruz is 40 grand, at least in Canada, whereas I can get a Maverick for like 30. Asbestos is awesome in everything except your lungs. Exactly. Get a trailer. I have nowhere to store a trailer. That's my problem. Is the printer running? No. Oh, it's just the fan pushing it. Okay, so let's see. What do we got? Oh, it's a lot different now. So that is it cold. has. So this is backers. Gold. Okay, let's heat this up and see if it changes. Go. Close it up. Well, yeah, you gotta wait for the chamber to get hot for it to actually see any difference. But I'm just collecting data points right now. Just collecting data points. I'd still rather not risk accidental exposure. Like, I've been exposed to asbestos. I don't like the fact I've been exposed to asbestos, but, you know, when you're in the army and the machine gun barrel case is lined with asbestos because you're putting cherry red hot machine gun barrels in it, and asbestos is the only thing that works. So you're running around with a machine gun with a bag strapped to your back that's filled with asbestos, and every time they take the barrel out, it's covered in asbestos fibers because it's all frayed and 80 years old and going everywhere. Yeah, that, you know, it is what it is, but it sucks. I'd rather have not been exposed to asbestos, but it's what it is. Get the Lightning if you want fuel efficient starts at Ford. I don't think you can get a Ford Lightning in Canada for 35 grand. Build and price. Let's see. Let me get my postal code 1 second here. Start your build. Ford Lightning XLT starts at 68,000. Where are you getting this 35,000 from? 68,000. Where are you getting? Like, a Maverick starts at 26. Literally, I just want a base model XLT with the hybrid. Boom, there, 29,650. No, go away. Although I'll probably end up getting the 2-liter just because of the all-wheel drive. So 32. Still, 35 USD is not 68,000 Canadian. Old Lightning. Like the old 2-door pickup from like the early 2000s? $75 degrees. Can you get them at MSRP? All-wheel drive plus Ford. My wife's Escape is all-wheel drive and it's fine. I've had it for 4 years now. It's called hit and miss. One sample is not a bias. I have my focus. I got a Focus with the crappy CVT and it's going on 10 years and I've had 0 issues with the engine. Except for the fact it's rusting away, but it's a Ford Focus. What do you expect? Get the higher one. No trailing. I don't have a trailer. I have never trailered anything in my life. And now that I don't drive to work, I put like maybe 50 kilometers a week on my vehicle. F-150 Lightning is $39,970. Okay, so this is the thing they do, and this is why it's sometimes Canadian market. They just won't have a model in Canada. So they'll have like a base model or like a cheaper model in the States, but they just won't have that model in Canada. When I got my Focus, was it the RS or the SVT? I can't remember. They had like a sport Focus, like not the RS. There was like a Focus, not an RS. It was like above a regular Focus. So it was like, yeah, the Focus, then there was like another one. Then they had the RS one. I can't remember which model it was. Somebody's going to let me know here. ST, yeah. So they had the Focus ST. So here's the thing. In the States, because my Focus is just a base model, regular Focus with the base engine. But I was looking, in the States, you can get the Focus ST as a base model. Like, you just get the ST package. In Canada, they only sold the ST at full trim. So it was more than the titanium. Whereas in the States, you can get it cheaper than titanium because you can just not get all the options. Where in Canada, they only sold the ST with all the options. So you had to get it fully kitted out, basically. I got a 2007 Saturn iron. That's a classic. Thoughts on the same electronics in switchwire and LDO kits as there is no electronics fan in the... Oh, you're fine. I ran my V01 without a fan for a while without an issue. I have a little fan in there, and literally the fan's for the Raspberry Pi, because in my setup, the Raspberry Pi gets to 61 degrees Celsius, and at 60 it yells at you. So I just put a little 5-volt fan on it to keep it from yelling. Get a Hilux. They don't have Hiluxes in North America. They have Tacomas, and they are stupid expensive, actually. Yeah, we get kind of screwed a lot when it comes to car prices in Canada, unfortunately. But Ford doesn't even sell cars anymore. Like, what do they have? They have the Mustang. That's the only car you can get. Electrified. See, I'd love if they had a plug-in hybrid Maverick, but they don't. And even the Maverick, the hybrid is front-wheel drive only, which in Canada, I would like my all-wheel drive, you know? Just because of winter. Mach-E's cool. I built the, I worked on the tools that did the bunch of the parts for it. But yeah, F-150 Lightning. Build in price. Start your own build. 68,000 for an XLT. So let's see Ford.com. Electrified. Yeah, so see, this is it. They have a Pro model in the States that they don't have this model in Canada. They start at the XLT, which 52,000, which, okay, 53,000 US works out to roughly 68 Canadian. So this makes sense. From this over is what we have. We don't have access to this model. They just refuse to sell that model in Canada. Frontier, they haven't updated the Frontier in like a decade. Why would I get that? A few more subs. Yeah, here's my plan. I'm driving the Focus till it dies. Rivian. Oh god, I would never touch a Rivian. We built tools for Rivian. The way that plant is run and the people running that plant, I do not trust. Unless they can, if Rivian is around in 5 years, I'll consider it. But knowing what I know about their whole getting to where they are now, I will not touch a Rivian. I will not touch a Rivian. It took a year for them to finalize a mold because they kept changing the design and they weren't happy with it and they didn't even know what they were doing. So many things got sent back. When your tryout shop is doing production runs for you because you can't even get your production facility up and running, you know you're not doing too well. But last I heard they were building 1 truck a day. Okay, what are we at? 108, almost there. Can you go to Detroit and drive one home? You can, but then you got to import into Canada, and there's all kinds of funky rules. Like daytime running lights are mandated in Canada, not in the US, and a lot of vehicles in the US don't even have the option for that. So you have to like do a bunch of stuff. It's not worth it. Plus you got to pay all the, I have 25 years at a mold shop. The auto industry is crooked. Oh God, yeah, man. And the worst are the startups. The problem is with like Tesla and like Rivian and all those other ones, the people running the show aren't part of the auto industry because they think they're better, and then they don't know what they're looking at. Like they don't know what calls to make, and they make bad calls because they think they're being efficient or think they're being cool and different. And it's like, no, the things are done a certain way because that is kind of how the industry runs. So, hey, okay, so height nap, calibrate. On the stealth burner, where can I find the mosquito compatible one? There is no mosquito compatible stealth burner or any Voron thing. Voron's open source. If the designers of the hot ends don't, or the tool heads don't want to include a hot end, that's their choice. Also, for like the Mosquito Magnum Plus, Slice specifically calls out that you're not allowed to use a plastic tool head to mount it. Like, it's part of, when you go to buy a Mosquito Magnum Plus, it literally has a disclosure, and part of it is you will not mount this using a plastic mount, which unfortunately the Stealth Burner and the Afterburner are, and because the Mosquito Magnum uses the same mount as the Mosquito and whatever, it's just easier not to include it because that's what Slice says not to do, so we're going to follow their rule. Steering yoke's a bad idea. Honestly, cars are moving towards driverless and whatever. The yoke works, the yoke works. Let's be honest, in 20 years, most cars are going to be driving themselves anyways, the way things are going. Daytime running lights. Yeah, last I heard they weren't. I remember when I was an insurance broker, that came up a lot. Yeah, F1 cars use the yoke. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, there's all kinds of things. It's like mirrors, right? If you don't have mirrors on a car, it's more, less drag, it's more fuel efficient, and you could use a camera in its place, but the law says you can't. That's why if you look at a lot of, like, concept cars, they don't have mirrors and whatnot, because they don't need to. But then once you have to actually, you know, make it road legal, well, then you gotta do stuff. It's like the Plymouth Prowler. If you look at the original Plymouth Prowler, it looks awesome. But to make it road legal, they had to put the mustache bumper on it, which looks horrible and ruins the whole look of the car. But hey, you gotta, you know, if you want to sell a car, it's gotta be road legal. Just get a used Tacoma. Problem is, a used Tacoma is almost as much as a new Tacoma right now. Or I could just keep driving the car that I have right now until it dies because it's already paid for. I would just like a Maverick. Yep, the MGB, same thing. They had to add bumpers because of, you know, safety rules. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for safety rules. You know, it is nice to get in an accident and not die. Or seriously injured. Those, you know, I'm sure most of you agree with that. Just rent a van for Home Depot for a couple hours. Yeah, I could do that, but the problem is a Home Depot's a 45-minute drive for me. And I'm lazy. And I've done it in the past, don't get me wrong. I've had to do it. But Focus is coming up on 10 years, and when I go to replace it, I'd rather just buy a new car and drive that until it dies, because that's just kind of what I do. Okay, heat map. Ooh. So how much of a variance do we got? We got 1/4 of a mil, which, let's be honest, 1/4 of a millimeter across 300, like, this is super exaggerated. The highest point here, 0.068 millimeters, lowest point, -1.8. So 1/4 of a millimeter across, what is that? Probably roughly 300 plus millimeters between there and there. Isn't actually that bad, let's be honest. Oh, actually, let me zoom to the front here so all the meshes look the same. Yes. There we go. And now we just let it heat up. It's 7 o'clock, so I'm probably going to end the stream in a couple of minutes here. You can scale that view so it looks more real. I don't know where to do that. But yeah, like, let's be honest, this isn't an Ender 3 board is much worse than this. So I plan to do a video on CAN bus. At some point, I don't have any CAN bus tool heads. down the line, I do plan on doing it at some point. It's just kind of not... Oh, the slider. So probe mesh. Oh, turn the wireframe on. Set the scale. Woo! 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 I don't know. Now we're just gonna let it cook for an hour. So I'm probably gonna end the stream and then come down and check it. Come on, you can do it. You have a can-do at it. Oh God. I'm ending the stream now. Have a nice day. Goodbye. My 350 bed variance is 0.095. Well, this is a FISEC bed with a FISEC magnet, and I don't know. Ooh, it's hot. Oh yeah, it is on. I keep forgetting that. Plus, I think the probe in here is kind of funky, I will be honest. Yeah, the variance on V226 is like, same thing, it's like less than 0.1 mil. Come on, I don't exit the stream without a proper goodbye, you know that. I am starting to get hungry though, so. I think I will be calling it. So what I will do though is I am going to take some pictures of this just because it's cool looking with the backers, and I will post them on my Twitter. So follow me at 3DPNero. That's where I post like pictures of stuff after streams and any updates on what's going on. So if you want to make sure you don't miss out on any impromptu streams or any changes or whatever, make sure you follow me there. What else? If you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing, which you probably are if you're watching me. If not, make sure you go click that button. While you're doing that, make sure you like the smash button. That's garbage. What else? What else? I don't know. YouTube stuff. I don't know. I'm just gonna record like a generic bumper, I think. Like, you know how like when you have to disclose like, oh hey, you know, so-and-so sent me this kit to build. I was not paid. Words and opinions are my own. This is not an ad, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to record that once and then just have it on a button on my stream deck so I can do that. And then I'm going to do that for the outro. Just so I could sit there and like, and the little robot says it. Although, did you see the Tom Scott video with the face robot that like read the NordVPN ad for him because he won't do it, so now he has a robot to read the NordVPN ad, and they're like, yeah, it looks just like him. I'm like, that is like the creepiest robot in the world. Like it's hard uncanny valley. So, what's better, a Funk build plate or a Blues build plate? Personally, what I do if my bed plates are an issue, I run both AC and DC metal through it, or current through it, because that makes it a heavy metal, and heavy is flat. So, yeah, I seen the Anchormate video. Yeah, I have no like everyone's freaking out because like their Anchormate's like sponsoring stuff. It's like it's a company. Companies sponsor stuff all the time. It is what it is. As long as it's called out as a sponsored ad, I'm fine with it. It's my issue I have is when people try and pass reviews off or sponsored reviews off as an impartial review. That's when you run into issues. But if I were to show up here tomorrow and be like, hey, we're taking a look at the Anchormate PC. They're sponsoring me to take a look at it. I would have no problem doing that. Because, you know, it is what it is. But a sponsored preview that is a preview and just kind of featuring the product is different from a review. Because in Canada, I can't even be forced to give something that's not my opinion, even in a sponsored review. So if I can't be forced in a sponsored review to say, I like this printer. I can say of my own accord, I like this printer. But if they pay me to say I can't be paid to pass something off as my own personal opinion. So, play with the chain. Yeah, this is how I know I don't lose it. So anyways, I'm gonna go make some lunch or dinner, I think. I will see you guys on Tuesday. No, today's Tuesday. I will see you guys on Saturday night for more Micron stuff. We're going to be crimping and stripping and crimping and stripping and snipping and crimping. And we're gonna have so much fun. And I need to buy a bottle of liquor for that stream because it's a wiring. No Friday stream. If something comes up, I try to keep the Friday streams for one-offs. And if like I get somebody for an interview or whatever. So Friday streams aren't a regular thing, but if you want to make sure you don't miss out, follow me on Twitter at 3DPNero, and I'll post notifications there. And I'm going to try to use the communities posts in YouTube more too. So yeah, for those that became members of the channel or donated during stream, you are awesome. You help support the content I create and the things I do. I would not be able to do it without you. And if you do want to help support the channel, I have links in the description as well. If you're not a member of the channel, consider becoming one. We do monthly member streams coming up next week. Patreon as well. If you want to get some Only Benchies merch, there is a link in the description for that as well. It's cool. I like the designs. And for everyone else, enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, and cheers.